Welcome to Movie Maven. Today, we're discussing a sci-fi blockbuster, Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation. Amid a snowstorm on a desolate, unknown planet, Dick leaps and dodges between high walls, a spaceship relentlessly chasing him. After narrowly avoiding dense gunfire, he hides in a cave. The bounty hunter, a bearded man, thinks he has the upper hand, unaware that the roles of hunter and prey have quietly reversed. Using the terrain, Dick cleverly eliminates the gunners on either side and appears above the spaceship. With a shrill scream, the bearded man's companions fall one by one. The bearded man's face changes drastically. Before he can react, he hears Dick's mocking voice.
First, you took the job. Second, you came light. A four-man crew for me is fucking insulting.
Dick brandishes a small knife, his murderous intent clear. The bearded man instantly surrenders, spilling everything. A month ago, someone offered $1 million to capture Dick alive. Dick ponders for a moment, already suspecting who that person might be. After leaving the bearded man behind, he starts up his spaceship, heading straight for Shoyang Star. 5 years ago, Dick was the #1 wanted criminal in the universe. He had narrowly escaped death on a monster-infested planet with an older man and a young girl. To avoid implicating them, he had the old man look after the girl while he disappeared and lived in hiding. At that time, the only person he trusted was the old man. Now, his whereabouts have been leaked. If it wasn't the old man, who could it be? Soon, Dick arrives at Shoyang Star and confronts the old man. "Did you sell me out?" The old man admits it, but explains that the real party seeking Dick's whereabouts is the Elemental Tribe, who maintain the balance of the universe. The elders of the Elemental Tribe tell Dick that the universe is facing an unprecedented catastrophe, and he is the key to saving everything. Several years ago, a tyrant named King Marshall appeared in the universe. He possessed divine power and could destroy a person's soul with a mere gesture. Leading the Death Legion, King Marshall swept through the universe, destroying entire planets of anyone who resisted. The Elemental Tribe sought Dick because of a legend. A warrior from Revenge Star could kill King Marshall. Years ago, King Marshall had wiped out the entire Revenge Star race to prevent future retaliation, but one person survived, Dick, the last bloodline of Revenge Star. However, Dick, being arrogant, doesn't believe in fate. Rather than saving the universe, he cares more about his family. Upon learning that the girl from back then was captured by bounty hunters while searching for him and imprisoned on Flamestar, Dick immediately decides to go to Flamestar to rescue her. At this moment, a massive fleet attacks Shoyang Star. The Death Legion invades Shoyang Star with overwhelming force, and the defenses collapse in an instant. The city plunges into chaos, and Dick turns back to find the old man. However, when he arrives, the old man is dead. Dick's rage is fully ignited. He wants revenge. In just one night, Shoyang Star falls completely. King Marshall stands amidst the ruins, watching everything with satisfaction. Taking the city was just the first step. The second step is to destroy people's hearts and reshape a new order. His two right-hand men, the generals of the Death Legion. Wick, the commander of the Death Legion, undefeated in battle. Crew, the evolution officer of the Death Legion, eloquent and skilled at manipulating minds. In the hall, Crew persuades the rebels to kneel and submit. One warrior angrily retorts, and in the next moment, his soul is ripped out by King Marshall and instantly obliterated.
Join him, or join me.
Under the absolute threat, everyone kneels, except for one person, Dick. Dick sneers, "These people have nothing to do with me. I only want to find the guard who killed the old man and make him pay for his blood debt." Ouyang Marshall watches him with interest, believing that the victor is king and wanting to see Dick's true abilities. The guard is tall and powerful, expecting a fierce battle, but Dick swiftly dodges and, with a flick of his knife, kills the guard in an instant. This scene surprises King Marshall, and he becomes interested in recruiting Dick. Just as tensions rise, the Black Empress suddenly steps forward and suggests, "What if someone wishes to recruit him?" Under the Black Empress's guidance, Dick enters King Marshall's palace. He is led into a strange room where the Black Empress exits, and Crew activates a switch to forcibly read Dick's memories. King Marshall and Crew are stunned. The legend proves to be true.
He finds fury and energy all of us.
It's fury.
The warrior from Revenge Star will be the end of King Marshall. Crew secretly disengages the device, allowing Dick to escape. After eliminating a few henchmen, Dick runs at full speed, with the battleship hot on his tail, gunfire coming from behind. Suddenly, an unfamiliar spaceship appears, blocking the attack. Dick turns around, only to find a familiar face. However, the person isn't there to save him. He is there to capture him for the bounty. It's the Bearded Man. A slight smirk appears on Dick's lips as he spreads his arms. Well, isn't this convenient? Take me to claim the bounty. The Bearded Man is overjoyed, unaware that he has become Dick's tool. The spaceship takes off, heading straight for Flamestar. Dick feigns fear. I'm so afraid of the prison on Flamestar. Sure enough, the Bearded Man falls for it, laughing. You don't want to go? Well, I'll make sure you do. Meanwhile, Wick has tracked Dick's movements. To ensure everything goes smoothly, King Marshall sends both Wick and crew to chase down Dick. However, King Marshall doesn't realize that his trusted lieutenant, Wick, has already turned against him and is secretly conspiring with the Black Empress to seize the throne. As its name suggests, the temperature here reaches 1,000 degrees under the scorching sun, with anything exposed to the sunlight instantly melting. Therefore, the prison on Flamestar is built underground, and even if someone manages to escape, death is inevitable. The spaceship lands, and Dick is bound tightly with ropes, escorted into an underground passage. A fat man is pressing on him. Dick lifts his leg, and the man instantly flies upward, falling into the tunnel. The Bearded Man laughs loudly. Fewer people means more bounty for us. Soon, Dick is tied up with ropes and sent to the underground prison. As the Bearded Man and the guards discuss the bounty, Dick uses his strength to perform acrobatic feats, eventually breaking free. With a small knife in hand, he holds it against a girl in front of him. She is none other than Dick's target, Kayla. Years ago, Kayla was a fragile girl, but now she has transformed into a beautiful and dangerous assassin. Kayla had always admired Dick, considering him family. When Dick left without saying goodbye, Kayla mistakenly thought he had abandoned her, and that resentment had stayed with her. Just then, the roar of beasts echoes. The guards had angered the beasts, feeding them prisoners, and screams fill the air. Dick removes his blindfold, staring coldly at the beasts in front of him. These are the challenges he will face in the future. Kayla is surrounded by guards and in a dire situation. As she fights back desperately, Dick calmly walks out. The guards exchange looks and rush toward him, but they are quickly knocked back by Dick, and the two flee in a panic. Dick and Kayla have a heated argument, Dick says after some self-reflection, regaining his purpose. At that moment, the Death Legion's battleships appear in the sky above Flamestar. The guards think the Bearded Man and his crew have brought the Legion, and tensions escalate, leading to a fierce battle. The Bearded Man loses, and his companions are also killed, while he is thrown into prison. Dick leaps up, stepping on the Bearded Man's head to vault over him, and a fierce battle ensues. Dick soon realizes that before the Death Legion arrives, the guards had already escaped through the underground passage. Dick orders the release of all prisoners and quickly organizes a team. The only way forward is to walk to the spaceship left by the Bearded Man. Time is tight. Once the sun's rays hit the ground, the temperature will soar to 1,000 degrees and no one will survive. Dick leads the way, running desperately over the rugged mountainside. As the temperature rises, the sunlight spreads like the wings of a phoenix, and the scorching air hits them in waves. The road ahead grows steeper, and the ground behind them nearly becomes vertical, with white smoke rising in the burning heat as the team crawls anxiously. Kayla is trapped in a narrow gap, and she looks up to see flames and lava rushing toward her. Dick quickly secures a rope and leaps with agility to rescue her. After a difficult journey, they finally reach the spot where the spaceship is parked. However, the Death Legion has already arrived ahead of them. In front of them are the Death Legion, and behind them is the scorching sunlight. In the midst of the chaotic battlefield, Dick leads his team into the fray. Wick coldly observes and suddenly launches a surprise attack, instantly rendering Dick unable to fight back. Dick kneels on his knees, facing certain doom, when suddenly time freezes. A mysterious woman appears behind him, whispering, "It's time to carry out your fate," fueled by the rage of the Avenger. With Dick's memories and strength awakening, the situation begins to turn in his favor. As the temperature on Flamestar rapidly rises, Dick collapses onto the ground, while Wick leads the Death Legion onto the spaceship. Kayla believes Dick is dead and, in pain, turns to leave. Crew, one of King Marshall's subordinates, finally reveals his true identity. He too hails from Revenge Star. To survive, he had hidden his heritage and sworn allegiance to King Marshall. But upon seeing Dick, the last survivor of his people, Crew realizes the depths of his own humiliation. He offers Dick two choices: to betray his people and live in cowardice as he had, or to embrace his destiny, avenge their fallen, and end King Marshall's reign. With a final act of redemption, Crew steps into the scorching sunlight, allowing the flames to consume him. Determined, Dick steels himself for the final showdown. In King Marshall's palace, Wick delivers his report. Before the tyrant can relish his impending victory, Dick strikes, an assassination attempt. Yet King Marshall, possessing near-divine power, easily overpowers him. Just as Dick struggles to recover, King Marshall brings forth Kayla, the one person Dick cherishes most. But something is wrong. Kayla stands at King Marshall's side, her eyes filled with unwavering loyalty.
Convert now, or fall forever.
The battle begins. King Marshall's speed and strength are beyond comprehension, his semi-divine body impervious to most attacks. Dick is completely outmatched, barely clinging to life. Then, when all hope seems lost, Kayla makes a choice. She drives a dagger into King Marshall's back. Furious, the tyrant retaliates, hurling her onto a rack of jagged blades. The Black Empress watches from the shadows, her schemes unfolding. She whispers promises of power to Wick, urging him to strike down King Marshall and seize the throne. Wick, feigning loyalty, raises his massive axe. In the chaos, Dick seizes his final chance. Fueled by vengeance, he plunges his knife deep into King Marshall's chest, ending his reign in a blaze of fury. As Dick ascends the throne, Kayla dies in his arms. Everything he fought for is lost. Now, as the new king, Dick is left with nothing but an empty crown, the weight of fate crushing him beneath its burden.
You keep what you kill.